Hi, good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing? Let me adjust the microphone a little bit. All right. My name is Anthony, and I'm here today to let you know a little bit about our crowdfunding program and why is it so important for us to raise some funds for what it is that we are doing. Okay. I always believe that seeing is believing. It is important for persons to know what it is they're contributing to or what people are requesting them to contribute to. Okay. First and foremost, for those of you who do not know us, okay, we are Job Fair Worldwide, okay, and we are a humanitarian group, and we go around the place and we help persons build communities, we help them set up infrastructure, we help train them for employment-related skills, and we help to get them jobs, and we basically help our members and other persons who are coming to us for assistance to stabilize their life in a financially positive way. And in order to do this, there's a lot of work that's required to get these things done in a realistic manner. You can't just give a man a fish. Sometimes you can't even just teach him how to fish. Sometimes these people they need the tools in order to get the job done because they come from circumstances or situations that have deprived them. Okay, you'll notice I have an American flag in the background. That's because I grew up in the states, right? For those of you who don't know, and growing up in America, you know, I was a beneficiary of charity before. I've given to charities before. I've involved myself in many, many charities already to help other persons, and I realized the need for such charities to be done in my home country, which is Guyana, where I am currently at this moment. Okay. Among Guyana, we also do work in places like Ghana. We do work in Australia. We do work in Bangladesh. We do work in a few different areas through our network affiliates. Okay, and we are always trying to help unite people around the world, but more importantly, give persons the tools, equipment, and training that they need in order to build a very positive life. Okay, I myself have went through a lot of headaches in my life, and I've been able to overcome those things. So a lot of the problems that seem very big for some other people seem very small for me, and I've learned how to deal with things. So throughout my life and the experience that I have received, I've been doing my best to help other persons who are going through similar positions or even, some worse positions to cope with the stress and also find a reason that they can productively go out there and be a contribution to society as opposed to being one of the causes that society might fall. Okay? Now, in order to do this, we focus on creating opportunities, not temporary opportunities, but long-term, sustainable opportunities, uh, which can empower persons who benefit from our services, so that they can also do good things for other people. Because the name of the game is, you paid forward. If we come and we help you, the only thing that we ask and request is that when the time comes to help someone else in the network, that we all join together and we help each other, right? Because we are our brother's keeper to some degree. So it is important to work with each other and also make sure that you give that help and assistance, you give that charity to one another. Okay. Now, today, why I'm here, we are actually trying to raise some money so that we can purchase some construction equipment, uh, a backhoe loader, and also a mini excavator for our housing program. All right. Just to let you know, we do have some people contributing toward our housing program already. This helps us to cover material costs. Also, this helps to cover some of the legal paperwork, such as surveying costs, getting things in order, documentation, make sure everything is right for the persons who will be getting land from us so that they can have their own home, so that they can build a new business. So we're just trying to get all these things done correctly. Now, the issue that we are facing is that there's no government agency that's helping us. The government always complains about not having finances. Fine. Uh, there's no private company that sells this equipment that is willing to give us discounts or anything because everyone here in this country, they're about a dollar. I can respect that. All right. We, on the other hand, are not about a dollar, but we do need to continue to get our work done. Um, I invest a lot of my personal money into these projects. We have philanthropists by the name of George Correa who donated land for this project, and we have a few members on board who are each making small contributions every month toward the development of this program. Now, in exchange for contributions that are made, for persons who make a commitment to make up to 15,000 US dollar contribution, they are actually given a house lot or a piece of land inside one of the new communities that we are building, so that you can go ahead and you can either build a home, you can build a rental property, you can build a business there. There's a lot of opportunities in the growth of new communities, as well as the development of new infrastructure. Now, currently, we do rent machines to do our work, but this has proven to be a significantly high overhead cost. Not to mention, it's time consuming because, if you don't have all of the bulk cash right away, right, you got to do it piece. And contractors tend to keep raising their prices. So we needed to find a very cost efficient way to get all of these things done so that we can continue to do the work that we're doing and benefit persons on the low income level. And one of the only realistic ways to do this is to acquire our own machines. Now, if we were to wait to allow all of our contributions to build up to get this done, that may take us a couple of years. And we don't want people waiting so long. Now, you know, God is great, so sometimes He'll make that happen really, really fast, right? So we are reaching out to everyone out there in hopes that you guys can make a contribution toward the service that we're doing. Just to let you know, if you do make a contribution toward our service, right, you are automatically given the right to be a member within our network and also access some of our network services. All right, we're hoping to get contributions, even if it's as low as 10 cents, man, or a dollar, whatever the lowest amount is that you can actually afford to do out of the kindness of your heart toward this program, right? You will actually benefit from this in the long run. There are many ways to benefit from this. Okay, so we hope that you can take advantage of it because there are opportunities in this, and you can play a part in helping us to create affordable housing for many people. Currently, we're in Guyana, which is in South America. There's a neighboring country called Venezuela, who is also under a crisis. We have a lot of Venezuelans coming to Guyana. People are displaced. These people are displaced because of political reasons. Too much war and headache and starvation in this world. And we as human beings, we really need to put the effort forward to counteract these things. Okay, now I can't help the whole world, but at least we could try to set something in motion and put a sustainable program that can continually help to develop and assist people in real ways. Not just giving you help, a temporary assistance, but giving you a lifelong tool that can help you with your life and the problems that persons may have out there. Okay? Now, in front of me, I have a very big plan, which I cannot open up like completely right here. So what I did is I printed out a smaller copy of the layout of phase 1 of our housing scheme. And if you would notice, all of these little blocks here, each of these is a house or a house lot. Above here, these are roads that we are going to be developing. All the way on this side here, this is a major access road that we are currently working on. This access road is actually a mile long by 54 feet wide. All right. In total, for phase 1, we've got about 3 miles of roadways that we need to build with drainage and infrastructure. And yes, over the course of time, we could definitely get this stuff built without a contribution. But definitely, because we know we have people who are immediately in need, we are going to do everything that we can to try to make this program move and work faster. For those of you who know me, you would also know that we are not really in the habit of accepting donations. We never really need to, because we're a network of working class people who tend to hold one head. Okay, but for this particular project being based in Guyana, we do have a lot of network members here who are below the average financial platform or level, and we are definitely trying to help all of these individuals. Now, you will notice to your left, there are some videos. This is YouTube. This is one of our YouTube channels, and you will be able to see here on these videos uh, residents and other persons who are actually benefiting from the program, right? So I encourage you to watch the videos. This program would have started in August, and from then to now, we've been working all the paperwork aspects, the legal logistics of the program, which is to make sure that when persons are doing their part, that they'll be able to legally get their land without any problems. And we've been able to establish all of that. It took us approximately 8 months to get that done, okay, because of systems. Some systems are slow in the country, some systems are a little faster. But we did have to go through uh, all of the legal framework, all of the legal procedures, due process, as you might call it, to make sure that people can actually benefit from it. You can see videos from day one when we started clearing, all right, with some other members here. So I am encouraging you to please visit our channel, which is you can just type in JFWW Network and write in YouTube, and you can go and you can see some of the work that we are doing, okay, and how we basically get it all done, okay. Now there are two pieces of equipment that we need to purchase. This is one of them. It is a Komatsu backhoe. Now, we were thinking about purchasing a used one, but since we would have had to purchase a used one from very far away, we wouldn't be sure 100% of the condition of the machine that we would be getting. And before we take any risk and we buy something and is not 100% good or capable of doing our work correctly, and we don't want to waste money, we prefer to do it right the first time and get it done correctly. So purchasing a brand new backhoe for the organization and the work that we're doing by developing these schemes, this backhoe should be able to give us a minimum, maybe about 20 years work, man. Uh, so that's a lot of work, okay? But the backhoe in itself is actually well over 100, well over 110,000, maybe closer to 100, 130,000, 140,000 US dollars, right? But spending that and being able to get about 20 years work out of it is not a bad thing, right? It actually works out very, very well. This machine will also be used to help other persons throughout the community and throughout the country when it comes to getting certain infrastructural work done at low cost, because we have to be able to help each other. Okay, another machine that we plan on buying is a mini excavator, and we do need that for drainage clearing, also for other aspects that the backhoe can't really work and do. So we do need to purchase one of those. In total, we're looking to raise a total of 200,000 US dollars. Okay, that with duty-free concessions that we would be receiving toward our project would make it possible for us to acquire both machines. Okay, and we'll be able to go full steam ahead on almost any other infrastructural work that we are doing, with the exception of material costs, which we already have a crowdfunding system set to cover our material costs. Okay. By the way, if anyone else out there in the world wanted to apply this type of system in your country, we would teach you how. It's not a hard thing. We believe that if everyone was to apply this type of system, then there should be no reason why a young man or woman who is growing up in a third world country should not be able to have their own home and not be able to have at least some form of sustainable income for themselves, so that they can dig themselves out of the poverty level and become very good and productive citizens in whatever country that they're living in, taxpayers, so on and so forth, right? So it's a way of us fixing a country at the same time, through giving them some realistic opportunities. And definitely, we would like to know that you guys are on board and you support this. Now, I'm not going to put a whole bunch of people in front of you and tell you about all their sad stories. Everybody has sad stories. But our job is not to showcase a sad story, but our job is, to bring some people a little bit of a fairy tale ending in some ways, that we could take off that stress off their shoulders, and we can help stabilize them as productive residents in a country or a community or society. Okay? So, that being the case, I am here, and I'm requesting of you, if you could afford to, make a donation, whatever small donation that is toward the cause. Every single thing that we do in our organization is completely transparent. Every phase of work that we do, we video document it, as well as, document it paperwork wise. We go through and we follow all of the laws. We follow all of the necessary requirements to getting these things done. And for a real way, it's a lot of people that we get to help benefit through the services that we offer here at Job Fair. Okay. Now, there's so much that I can actually say. There's so much that I can show you, but it would be really, really good if you can actually view it and visit it yourself. Like I said, we put everything up on social media. Uh, very, very transparent group when it comes to the way we operate and what it is that we do. Okay. Mind I say, this type of program that we do here, it helps to combat corruption within smaller countries, countries such as Guyana, where maybe one or two political parties control everything. So we are able to combat that by giving the power and the resources back to the people, to the citizens that actually need it. All right. So, there's going to be some people that don't like what we're doing because, we're empowering people that they used to slave out. And there's some people that, are going to like what we're doing because they get to benefit and they no longer have to be slaves to society. So for those of you out there who understands what it is that I'm talking about and understands the importance of this need, right? Right here on our GoFundMe page, I request, hey, come on board, man, make a donation. Once again, I'm going to tell you, persons who make a committed donation of over 15,000 US dollars, you will actually be given a piece of land in one of the new communities that we build, because at the end of the day, we're not here to make a profit. We're just here to get the job done. All right. So I wanted to thank our philanthropist in the group, Mr. George Correa, who had donated the land to us so that we could do this project. We thank you very, very much for that donation. That's 149 families that will be able to benefit from that, much less the other families when we continue the next two phases of development. So we thank you from the bottom of our heart, Mr. Correa, as a huge contribution. I know you had that land there. You could have did a lot of things with it, but instead you chose to give it back to the people here in Guyana and help them as best as you could. So we're going to come and join up, and we're going to do our part to help make sure that the land and the communities are developed and persons can access and go ahead and enjoy themselves and build a good life, right? So that's what we're all about. Now, since this is a very short video that I'm doing here, I just wanted to touch base on the key points. I want to let you guys know a little bit about what's going on. Uh, you can watch videos, you can see what's going on, you can check out documentation. If you're going to make a large contribution and you look forward to having a piece of land with us, you would need to have someone who can handle your business, an attorney maybe, who can help you with the processing so that you can collect the paperwork for your land, collect your land, build a home. If you're not in Guyana, it's perfectly fine. You can actually still own something in Guyana, provided that you would have been going through the proper tax system and getting your tax registration, your tax identification number, for Guyana, so that you can actually own a property in Guyana. You can use that property for rentals. You can use it for a lot of different things that will actually pay back for itself. All right? So, this isn't necessarily just a contribution we're asking you for. This is something that we plan on giving back to those who can contribute beyond a certain amount, because we do want you guys to actually get back what you put in. We're not the type of group that looks for handouts. Okay, so those of you who make a contribution, you can make a contribution now and you can request it back later after we finish establishing certain things, and you would actually get that back. Okay? We're doing this now so that we don't have to go through banks and go through other services that are going to charge us a very high amount of interest and add financial burdens to the program that we're doing. Okay? So we are hoping that all of these things can be done correctly and persons can continue to see the progress that we've been laying out for them since the program started in August. Now, we actually have a bunch of different videos here. Let me see. I can find a couple that I need to find. In fact, if you just go to YouTube and type in JFWW Network, right, you'll be able to see currently, this video that I'm showing you here, this video that I'm showing you here, okay, will showcase some of the work that we've been doing so far. Of course, you'll notice that that backhoe in the background there is one that we have been renting, right? And let me tell you, cost for that is very expensive. Also, when we have to rent excavators and these other machines to continue our work, right? Those costs are extremely expensive. So here's a picture of one of the excavators that we actually had to rent. Guys, we have reached the end of the road here. Now right, and so as you can see, there is a lot of infrastructural work that we are doing. Of course, the videos. Let me pause that. Of course, the videos are all on YouTube. So with the videos being on YouTube, I encourage you to go there and check it out and see what it is that we are actually doing, what we have done so far. And, you know, if you look at our plans, you can see what it is that we actually plan on doing for the future. Okay, so remember, we do plan on purchasing this. So our goal here is to raise the money to purchase this machine so that we no longer have to rent any. Right? Because, you know, after 1 month or 2 months of renting, it's almost like you could have went and bought one. Okay, actually for us that would be about 4 months of renting, and then we would have probably been able to go and buy one, right? But the fact that there's a lot of other work and infrastructural things going on, we definitely could use the assistance. So for those of you out there who are kind enough to give us the assistance, I just want you to know that it would actually be reciprocated in some which way, shape, size, or form. All you have to do is contact our network, and we are sure that we can give back to you the same way you are willing to give to us to help us continue the work that we're doing here in third world countries such as Guyana. Okay, we have members around the world in different countries, and based on how this program works out, depending on where or what, we would finish up certain work in Guyana, and then we would send the machines to another country that we are actually working in, and we will continue to develop in those countries as well through our network and associations. All right, so that's it for now. I did want to put up this video here. We are new to the crowdfunding platform on this page, so you know, I look forward to seeing any support. You're going to see a lot of our other team members out there pushing and trying to raise money for the same cause. So if you see it out there and you know you find it to be genuine, and you like what it is that we're doing, you know, every little bit counts, and it can definitely help out. Okay, like I said, we're a transparent company, so all of the money that comes in through the donations, we want to show you exactly how it's spent and where it goes and what's done with it. All right, and I think that is very, very important, because a lot of places might see contributions and you don't always get to see where those contributions go or how it works into the grand scheme of things that is going on. First time for us ever having to, so you know, we're hoping that we can get the support, right, and you guys can come on board and be a part of, you know, a program that's definitely going to change the world on how we deal with, you know, where we live, the type of deals we get on properties, and even how our children develop within a society, because we'll be building our own communities, which means you can cater a community to the needs of the actual community as opposed to the needs of politicians or anyone else, right? And that's a big plus for a country like Guyana. So I definitely hope you guys can come on board. Now, I know I'm talking about Guyana, but you might see an American flag in the background, right? Kind of ironic that it's a different flag there. But here's the thing. You see, I grew up in the States, and I was beneficiary of different charities, as well as I have helped assist with many other charities growing. So that giving, that nature of giving and looking out for one another, I didn't get it in Guyana. I grew up with it in the States, right? And I love America for that, because people actually give a damn. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people in America give a damn about each other. And those are the type of values that we're trying to bring and stretch all over the world, because people need to learn how to unite and work together
because that's the only real solution to the problems that humanity faces at this moment. All right. So I thank you once again. My name is Anthony, and I look forward to seeing and meeting you guys one day. For those of you who are watching this, and yeah, man, today you can be a hero. You can help families. You can help people. It's up to you, and it might only cost you what, as low as $1. Maybe you can even subscribe to our channels to help us raise money, so you can watch entertaining things on YouTube, on Twitch. Our members who are on Instagram. Everybody, we're talented individuals. We're a network of people with jobs, right? So we stay busy, we stay productive and proactive, which is extremely essential to our development. All right, guys. So in the meantime, my name once again is Anthony. Take care. God bless you, and hope to see you soon. Bye.